Now, a manhunt is underway for 4 suspects following a mass shooting that killed 6 people in Umlazi in KwaZulu-Natal. It is understood the suspects stormed into a house last night and opened fire. They then moved to an informal settlement where they continued their shooting spree. Police say they have identified 3 of the suspects. An eNCA reporter, Lethiwe Mdluli, is following up the story for us. She joins us live. Good afternoon, Lethiwe, and thank you again for joining us. Last we spoke, there weren't any arrests so far from the police, but nonetheless saying that they have at least 3 people of interest. Over to you, Lethiwe.
Well, that's correct, Cindy. We were speaking to the police spokesperson here in KwaZulu-Natal, Lethiwe, who did share that so far no one has been arrested, but there are 3 suspects that have been identified, and they are hoping that they will be able to identify the 4th one, because we do know from the police statements that was released a bit earlier on that 4 of those people that are suspected to have committed that shooting went to 3 different homes late last night, and then they opened fire. The police at this point do not know what the motive for the shooting is, but they have shared that when these suspects approached the victims, they were asking them about an identity document that belonged to one of the suspects. Of course, 6 people in total have been killed, and we do know that 1 person is currently in hospital receiving care, and he is in a critical condition. We did go to some of the families a bit earlier on because we are in Umlazi, but unfortunately they have refused to speak to the media. They also don't want to speak to the police as well, saying that they just want the investigations to be done and then they'll take it from there. Unfortunately, we could not be in the community that this crime took place because we were also told that we should move further away from the homes. But in speaking to the police spokesperson, this is what he shared about some of their investigations so far.
What we have so far is that just before midnight on Friday, we received reports of a shooting, Q section in Umlazi. And when we responded, we found that there were 2 scenes. And at the primary scene, 4 people were gunned down. 1 of them was burned. And at the second scene, 3 were shot, 2 died, and 1 was rushed to hospital. And it's believed to be 4 suspects who committed that mass shooting. We are searching for them. 3 of them have been identified, and we believe that because we have mobilized sources, we believe that we're going to catch them soon.
And Lethiwe, earlier on, the police spokesperson mentioning that the brutality and the sheer brazenness of the criminals in that they even shoot back at police, and notwithstanding that information is very thin and not forthcoming because of fear that residents are not able to either trust the police or they don't want to be victimized any further, saying that but they do rely on the community to cooperate so that they can find more information that would lead to the arrests.
Of course, Cindy, and they have appealed to the community in Umlazi, especially in Q section, to come to the police if they have any further information so that arrests can be made immediately. We do know from the family that at this point they are living in fear, and they are saying that they don't want to speak for now because unfortunately when this incident happened they were there, and they don't want to be victims as well. The police did share though that at the moment they can't actually offer any protection, but they are asking for people who might have more information regarding this incident to come to them so that arrests can be made. In speaking to the police spokesperson earlier on about the protection of the family and also finding out more information from the communities and what they are currently providing for the family, this is what Lethiwe had to say.
Unfortunately with us, we are bound to keep in touch with them because there are clues that we need to search for. We need information. We need answers. They are not suspects, but if we believe that they could be of assistance in cracking our case, we'll keep in touch with them. Plus, we need to give them feedback of the case, how far we are in our investigation. So hostility or no hostility, we still need to do our job. Unfortunately, we come across a lot of that in our line of work. But we get the job done anyway, because We believe that and we understand that they are still in shock that this just happened. 6 people at a go. Anybody could be shocked. So we believe that they will come around and cooperate with the police, because for us to crack this case, we need their cooperation.
Lethiwe, thank you indeed. We'll be in touch or touch base with you later if there's any other further developments, and hopefully that the community would also have a sense of confidence where there is information that is critical to the case, that somebody would raise the alarm with the police. But we really, really appreciate it. Thank you indeed. That's eNCA reporter Lethiwe Mdluli out in Umlazi, where 6 people were gunned down in a mass shooting that transpired there last night. We'll touch base with her as that story develops.